if I can get anything across, is that it's just important when you use anything that hydrates this, especially a serum that is hydration supportive and hydrates the look of skin, you want to lock it in with a moisturizer. That's the biggest mistake people make, is that it's not just one thing. It's a two-step process of, you use the serum and you lock it in with a moisturizer. But I love doing this when I exfoliate, because when I exfoliate, I'm not using retinol. And so you can obviously do just a hydration routine day or night. It doesn't have to be an exfoliation routine. I just like talking about it with exfoliation, because properly exfoliated skin, right when you freshly exfoliate, just think about like removing those dead cells and how your skin's going to really be ready to absorb that. And we want to support our skin barrier and hydrate the skin when we exfoliate. And Susan's saying, I dab some on my eyes in the morning. I love it around the eye area. It's lovely. Think about that, like dab it around the eyes, lock it in with the eye cream. I love that. So and it's about what's right for your skin type too, but this does work for all skin types. We're going to give a couple different options for hydration in the serum section. So we're going to just go through the routine and give some tips. How does that sound, Kaylee?
That sounds great to me.
Sounds good. Because this doesn't need to be crazy long and drawn out. I mean, skincare should not be complicated. It should be fun and accessible. So
absolutely,
we start with cleansing, right? Cleanse the skin. What people don't know about dehydrating skin, and you've probably heard me say it if you've been on my lives before, is that if you use hot water, it can dehydrate your skin. So if you're using like hot water or harsh cleansing products, that's why I love that the vitamin C cleanser does not have SLS in there. It's very easy to tolerate, but avoid using hot water when you cleanse, because you don't want to overstrip the skin and compromise the barrier, because that can actually lead to dehydration, and we don't want that. Nope.
We don't. Yeah, I agree with that point. And also avoid harsh cleansing surfactants. That's typically what's drying out your skin and causing your skin to feel irritated or stripped after cleansing. So that's why I love our vitamin C cleanser so much too, is because it is SLS free and it's gentle and all skin types can use it.
Yeah, it's just such a great solid cleanser.
Absolutely.
So next step, exfoliation. This set that has the headband, the eye cream, the microdermabrasion resurfacing exfoliator, and the dramatically dewy. Exfoliation, especially with something like a really gentle scrub like this, is so great for an exfoliation routine, because it does just kind of clear the path for the rest of your skincare routine. But you want to stick to gentle exfoliation. The microdermabrasion scrub has a very low level of alpha hydroxy acids in it. And then it has those very, very gentle physical exfoliants. But don't overdo it. If you over exfoliate and get into a habit of trying to like scrub your skin daily, you are just going to end up compromising your skin barrier over time. And that will lead to dehydrated skin in the long run.
Yeah, that's so true. And I think one thing people don't know about AHAs or alpha hydroxy acids is that they actually are humectants. So they help your skin retain moisture and hydrate the look of your skin while they are working to exfoliate. So yeah, like you mentioned, gentle levels of AHAs in here. So it gives you that exfoliation without stripping your skin.
Yeah. And I see a question saying, how often should you exfoliate? It really depends on your skin and your skin type. But one thing as an esthetician that I have seen is that people get caught in like a vicious cycle of over exfoliation, because when your skin is, when you've compromised your skin barrier and when it gets dehydrated and you have a compromised barrier, your skin feels dull, rough, and dry. So your brain says, oh, I need to scrub. And then you keep scrubbing. But if you every day, if you're doing that, that can really just be what is actually causing your skin to feel rough. So I actually typically exfoliate myself 1 to 2 times a week. I really don't exfoliate more than that. And it's made a huge difference in my skin, because I don't know about you, Kaylee, when I went to aesthetic school, like sometimes they're just like, use so much glycolic acid.
There's a lot of exfoliation
flying around. And over exfoliation can just literally cause more problems, but exfoliation is important. It is an important skincare step. So I like say 1 to 3 times, but again, it depends on your skin. Just don't scrub on like Don't use a physical exfoliant on active breakouts or inflamed skin.
Good point.
So next, we're going to balance.
Yes.
And normally we would say tone, but I like the term balance because the category of toners is massive and there's so many different products out there. And what I love about the hydrating toner, and hydrating's in the name, is that it is hydrating. And it's literally like my glow secret. I wash with this, cleanse, and this, and I am so glowy just with these two. It's bananas. I wake up looking very dull. And this is like instant glow with these two. I mean, it's amazing. And it's a really cool like jelly texture. But it's about balancing to maintain your skin's pH and really just prep your skin to get the most out of your routine.
That's so true. Yeah, our toner is packed with hydrating humectants and supportive lipids. It has witch hazel, aloe vera, rosehip oil in it, which is full of essential fatty acids and omegas. So like you said, it's definitely a balancing, hydrating step in your routine. It gives you an incredible glow, and it's definitely unlike any other toner that you may have used in the past.
I did see someone ask about warm water to cleanse. So Deb281, warm water is different than hot water. So I had someone leave the funniest comment on TikTok where when I had a video about cleansing, and they commented about, because I said something about warm water and they were saying it needs to be cool. And I'm like, well, you know, like it can be like lukewarm to warm is fine. It's different than hot. And they were saying, oh, well, warm to me is hot. And I was like, okay, so don't use hot. Even it's like, it's so, but it's so subjective.
It is subjective.
The hot water is what's going to dry your skin. But I totally agree. Like warm water is going to do a better job of cleansing your skin than cold water. It's not necessarily about like opening the pores or anything like that as much. It's really about softening the skin and helping the cleanser do a better job of actually cleansing the skin. So there is the difference between like warm water and hot water. That's why in the winter, when it gets cold and you want to take like the steamy hot showers, you have to be so careful because seasonally our skin can be more dehydrated then, and it can lead to more dehydrated skin.
Yeah.
So let's get into the serums.
Yeah.
So this phase is where the magic happens. I want to note that our serums are packed with humectant. So we could literally talk about so many serums right now, but we've already been on for an hour. So we want to keep it moving. So Kaylee's going to talk about the dramatically dewy serum. Say that 5 times fast. I'm going to talk about the niacinamide booster, but when you're wanting to focus on skin hydration, damp skin is best. Our skin is more permeable when it is damp. So our skincare can absorb better when our skin's damp. But it's the other side that we're also just giving our skincare an optimal environment to like grab onto that water. Remember, humectants want to grab onto water, right? So if we give a nice environment, you get both of those things that can happen. So Kaylee, can you just tell us why Dramatically Dewy is so amazing?
Definitely will. I love Dramatically Dewy. So this is a hyaluronic acid serum. It can elevate your routine day and night, but it is so much more than just a hyaluronic acid serum. It typically hydrated skin is more balanced. It can better absorb your skincare products, which is why this step is important. But this serum is, antioxidant rich. It has active botanical treatment in it. There's 3 forms of hyaluronic acid, hydrocella, and vitamin B5. So hydrocella is really what sets it apart, especially from our Hydrate and Smooth serum. It not only supports skin's hydration deeply, but it supports our barrier function and lipid production, as well as it gives lasting hydration for up to 72 hours post-application, which is amazing.
And that's why people can start using it and see those results so quickly. And hydrocella, just so everyone knows, is a hibiscus extract. It's from the calyx of a hibiscus. And the job of this part of the hibiscus is to hydrate the flower, to protect it. And so we were able to just capture that amazingness into this product. And like you said, it's not just the hydration. Like we were talking about, you want both sides of it. It does both those. It's really a cool ingredient. I loved learning about it. It's really amazing.
Yeah, no, I do too. In addition to the hydrocella, there is, different ways of hyaluronic acid, which we kind of talked about earlier in the live. When used together, really creates synergy and a dynamic. It can really plump the look of skin a little bit more when they're all, you know, three working together. There is panthenol in it, which is vitamin B5. It helps attract and attain moisture in the skin. It also provides protection and just enhances our natural repair process. So typically, like we mentioned, hyaluronic acid serums will work best when applied to damp skin. It really only takes like 4 to 5 drops, and then just kind of press it into your skin. Bring it down to your neck and chest, back of your hands. It's great for all skin types, of course, but this specific, you know, product was really formulated with dry and normal to dry skin in mind.
And it does leave such a glow right away. It feels so good on the skin.
Pretty immediate, yeah.
The first one I grabbed was empty.
That's
and my niacinamide, I need to grab new ones.
How amazing it is.
But it is that unique texture. And that liquid silk. So someone's asking how you would add it, just kind of like how we're explaining. You, after cleansing and toning, you can layer it on really in any order with your other serums. You just want to make sure it's on damp skin. You don't have to worry about not being able to pair it with other ingredients. I think it is vegan. Someone's asking if it's vegan. I believe so. And it's, yeah, I want to put it all over my body. My skin is instantly so soft when I put this on, and it's so glowy. But part of that is it's not just trying to get humectants on there. It actually has multiple ingredients that make it nourishing. It's kind of like a light liquid lotion serum, which is why I actually like to apply it after my other serums, because it does have that texture to it. So if anything's like lighter weight or more fluid, I apply it under, just because this does start supporting the skin barrier when you start applying it. I want to chat about the niacinamide booster. Someone was asking, can you use them together? You for sure can. You can totally use these together. Both of these pair with your other serums very easily. You don't really have to worry about what they say is a contraindication of like, no, you can't do that. They're really easy to just integrate into a routine. But both of these do have those hydrating and barrier supportive components. And like Kaylee was saying, the Dramatically Dewy works for all skin types, but it's super ideal for normal to dry skin. In contrast, the 10% niacinamide booster is ideal for normal to oily skin. Because niacinamide is so great at improving the appearance of pores and really balancing oil and shine, and the other ingredients we have in the formulation support that. But it has an ingredient in there called pentavidin. And pentavidin also has really cool data around it. So I'll read this. It says, in a clinical in vivo study, showed that just 1% of pentavidin reduced the look of dry skin by 20% after just 4 weeks. After the last treatment, the deeply hydrating effects of pentavidin were visibly shown to last 72 hours. So both of these serums can hydrate the look of skin for 72 hours with those humectants and those really cool hydrators that are in there. I personally, so this is what I do, because I have combination sensitive skin. And it really gets impacted seasonally. So I love Dramatically Dewy during the day, and I love the glow that it gives and how it lays under makeup. And then I love the 10% niacinamide booster at night with my retinol or in an exfoliation routine. So I actually use them both, but like that's just how I use it. So daytime for me, vitamin C, Dramatically Dewy, and at night for me is either exfoliation or my retinol with niacinamide. That's how I like to layer them, because I don't really use more than 2 serums at a time. I go one or 2. After I do my serums, I like to do my eye cream and moisturize. Both of those are going to lock in hydration. And this, like we were saying, this is that really important element. So we've layered our serums. We want to lock it in with a moisturizer. And I love putting that Dramatically Dewy under my eyes and then layering my eye cream on top.
Me too.
Boost and support hydration, lock it in. Same thing around the face. You choose your moisturizer basically based on your skin type. But I do want us to chat quickly about the anti-wrinkle moisturizer. Mine is behind me on my
there it is.
But this moisturizer is iconic, and it has those natural humectants in there, but it's packed with peptides and barrier supportive ingredients. So that's why I wanted to really talk about this one briefly. I know we're long on time, but I think it's a really cool one to call out because it has peptides, and peptides are barrier supportive and they can support hydration. They don't just improve the look of lines and wrinkles. And we have a really cool complex in here, which is peptide complexes that really can target the look of deep wrinkles, but they can also support skin hydration and barrier function. And one of those peptide blends has a ceramide in there, and ceramides are one of those key components of our barrier. Half of our skin barrier are ceramides, and we lose them when we age. And so it has those ceramides that help create that protective shield, those yummy lipids. And what cool ingredient does it have, Kaylee, that is the hyaluronic acid alternative?
It has Solumoist in it, which is a hydrating tamarind seed extract based formula, which has been clinically proven to hydrate better than traditional hyaluronic acid. So,
and
it's an amazing product.
So again, you get both of those. You get the humectants, and then you get the really cool barrier supportive ingredients that lock it all in. And like we said, when our skin's dehydrated, what looks worse? Our lines and wrinkles, right? And so this works two ways because it has those things that can naturally support hydration. So it improves the look of lines and wrinkles, but then it has those peptide complexes that work on a deeper level to improve long-term the look of lines and wrinkles. So and there's a reason it's iconic. Like, and why we call it, I don't know if you know this, Kaylee. You tell me if you do.
Maybe.
So the name is glycopeptide anti-wrinkle moisturizer, right? So it does have a low level of that glycolic acid in there. Like we said, is a humectant, but that actually is formulated in a way to help the peptides actually penetrate this into the skin more deeply. So it's really an advanced delivery system for those peptides to help them get where they need to go. And then that itself is a humectant.
That's true.
Cool. Yeah.
That is cool.
And then if you want to, you can finish with oils. So I always finish with oils. And because again, those don't have any humectants in there, really. You just want to lock it all in. Anything with oils is going to seal it all in. Someone's asking about the eye gel. Eye gel is great. It is also humectant rich. You could use that under your eye cream and around your lips. I would just use it before moisturizer. So something like that, it would just say like, it doesn't really matter the order. It would just be before your moisturizing products.
Absolutely.